What's up, everybody? Ben Gotz, Dave Schoen of the Las Vegas Review-Journal here at PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, where the Knights just lost 4-2 to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Phil Kessel was a star of this one, 3 goals, a lot of hats on the ice for him. Evgeny Malkin had a gentleman's hat trick, 3 assists, and the Knights fall to 1-4 on the season. So, Dave, what did we see out of this one?
Some defensive breakdowns, and it got to the point in the third period where the defensive partners were actually split up. That Miller-McNabb partnership, which has been pretty good, and they've kind of been matched up against some of the other team's top lines. And Jar Gallant and Ryan McGill, who kind of does the defense, went away from it. I believe John Merrill and Colin Miller were out together. Braden McNabb skating with Nick Holden in the third period. So just kind of one of those things that you can't let Phil Kessel free. I mean, you've seen it all the way back to University of Minnesota. I had even heard about it all the way back at, Verona Area High School in Wisconsin. That's kind of what Phil Kessel does. And we even heard from Mike Sullivan after the game, he was kind of asked about, that tendency of Kessel kind of leaving the zone, and are you okay with that? And what he said was, he's good at it. He kind of knows when to do it. And if you swing for the fences, sometimes you connect and you hit a home run, and Kessel did it at least twice today, and also scored off a Evgeny Malkin faceoff win. That was pretty much the story. Just the defensive breakdowns. We've kind of talked about this all on the trip. Knights outshot him, I believe 37-22 if memory serves. So generating shots, generating chances, and just not scoring.
Yeah, both those Phil Kessel breakaways came against that Miller and McNabb pairing, I believe. And yeah, as you kind of mentioned, the Knights were actually in control for most of the first half of that period. Malcolm Subban only had to make 4 saves in the first half of the second period, and all of a sudden he has Phil Kessel barreling down at him alone. And we should mention Malcolm Subban. He is the Knights' backup goaltender. He played tonight because they are doing a back-to-back. They played Washington last night, Pittsburgh tonight. So Subban got the start tonight instead of Marc-Andre Fleury. And the Penguins also started a backup goaltender, Casey DeSmith, and Casey DeSmith was phenomenal tonight. 35 saves, some big saves at the end of the second period. He stopped a 2-0, and then a follow-up save on William Carrier, and then 2 big saves on a late Golden Knights power play that kept this a 2-goal game. So, Dave, I think the Penguins won the battle of the backup goalies tonight.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I guess the Capitals won the special teams battle last night, and this was a backup goalie battle that Phil Kessel kind of made a little bit one-sided, I guess. I mean, not to belabor the point, but really that's what it came down to. Talking to Riley Smith and a couple of the guys after the game, they felt like they played okay. They felt like they played good, and just kind of didn't get the results. And I think that's what happens when you play good teams like Washington, good teams like Pittsburgh on the road. It's a fine line between winning and losing, and you make a couple of mistakes, they end up in the back of your net, and Golden Knights just really aren't scoring right now, and the result is a 4-2 loss.
Yeah, well, we'll see what the result will be. They next play in Philadelphia in 2 days. Dave will be there for all your coverage. I will actually be going home to Las Vegas after this one, so I might see people soon. But still follow me for all your Golden Knights coverage need. Follow both of us, and follow all our coverage at reviewjournal.com.